What is your full name?
My name is Balraj Singh.
How may I call you?
You can call me Balraj.
Okay, let's start with the part one of journal questions. Do you use perfume?
I didn't choose a perfume because I have allergy problem. So basically, it is a choice of people. In our country, there are several type of perfumes are available. Like Fog is the famous for because it's a cheaper and also for a long term use.
Do you give perfume as a gift?
Yes, recently on the birthday of my friend, I give perfume to my friend. That I was bought online from the Amazon. The cost was 2,000 rupees, and it is originated in Dubai.
Okay, let's talk about market. What do street markets sell?
A country like India have the street vendors. Basically, all type of things are available, like clothes, food, and fruits are available. And because it is cheaper than the mall or any other thing, so people prefer to buy from the food street from street vendors.
Okay. Are there many street markets in your country?
As I already said that India is an underdeveloped country, so basically there you can easily find the street vendors.
Do you often go to the supermarket?
Yes, because it is cheaper. It is cheaper than the any other shop on malls. So I prefer to go on the supermarket to purchase a fruit as well as the clothes.
Okay, let's talk about history. Have you ever been to museum to learn history?
Yes, recently I visited at the Chandigarh, which is in the sector 34. The museum is about to represent the Sikhism history as well as the traditional culture of Punjab.
Do you think history is important?
Yes, to represent the culture and the diversity and the spiritual, the history is most important thing. India is the country have a large number of historical representation and value.
Okay, let's talk about running. How often do you go for a run?
Uh, to be very honest, I am not a morning walker basically, but obvious, I try to be running in the morning on the weekend.
Okay, do you like running mostly?
As I already said, I don't have a time basically because of headache but pressure on me as I am self-employed. But on the weekend, I prefer to do running.
Okay, when did you start learning mathematics?
At the age of 5, in Indian education system, the children start learning the math in the class 5th standard.
Do you like math?
No, I didn't like a math because they have some trigonometric value, which is like not easier for everyone, but it's a part of education. So yes, I can say that I learned the math.
Okay, let's talk about music. Do you often listen to music?
Yes, music is a type of medicine which help us to be feel and relax and make us comfortable and mind free from the pressure. So I use it to listen to classic music.
Do you like to listen to live music?
Yes, sometimes it's depend upon if the live concert is happening in my city, so I preferably to book a show from bookmyshow.com and I obviously go there and listen to live music, specifically Stinners Attached.
Okay, let's talk about water sports. Have you done water sports?
No, I didn't do any water sports because Punjab didn't have any water sport theme park in my area as well as in the nearest city. So I didn't, but I have a dream to be do a river rafting. For that, I have to be go at Himachal Pradesh because it's a state of rivers and have a many water sports.
Okay, do you like science classes?
Yes, it is a part of my stream. I already did my non-medical in my higher education system. So obviously, science is my favorite subject.
Do you think science classes are important?
I think science is most important subject, and the student which is in class one and plus two should be learn science because this increase the habit of think and express their value.
Okay, let's talk about numbers. What is your favorite number?
My favorite number is 27. So it is my favorite number because it's a some value like we can say that key 27 is the I feel it's a lucky date whatever I received it is for the 27, so I feel it lucky for me.
Okay, are you good at remembering phone numbers?
Yes, nowadays I didn't prefer that. I didn't say that I am very much experienced to be remembering the phone number because it's a technology era. Everything is on my phone, but obvious, it doesn't mean I can't remember. I can, but nowadays it's not possible because of technology and because of huge number of connection between humans.
Do you usually use numbers every day?
Yes, I usually use a number because of my work. As I already said, I'm a self-employed, so obviously to communicate with others, I have to be use of numbers.
Do you prefer to take a long break or several short breaks?
I prefer to take a several short breaks because due to headache, work pressure, as well as the busier schedule, the short break help us to feel relaxed and make us more concentrated towards the work.
What do you usually do during a break?
During a break, my most common thing I did to listen news and also listen to music, classical music.
How often do you take a break?
I think after 13 minutes or after 1.5 hour, I will take a rest because I know that I have to be sit idle in front of my system. So I have to take a rest to be, give a fruitful output to my clients.
Okay. Okay, let's move towards part 2. Now I'm giving you a cue card. Describe a thing you cannot live without. You should say what it is, how long have you had it for, why you cannot live without it, and explain how you felt when you were without it. Okay, now you can start.
There are several things in my life which play an important role, but today I'm talking about the newspaper. The newspaper is a source of information which help us to take our knowledge regarding economy, politics, and the things incident happen in the world, and also increase our vocabulary as well. I oftenly read a newspaper in the morning during my breakfast. The Wire is a newspaper which I oftenly read because it is in English and it also helps me to enhance my vocabulary as well as my reading skill. The Wire is independently run by the free journalist basically, which is printed in the Bangalore and distributed in all over India in the form of paper as well as form of ebook. Recently, I read the news in the Wire which tell us how the Indian democracy is lie down and indexed in 658 rank, which is very dangerous for any country. Specifically, they tell us that the Indian political system try to capture all the government institution and sell in the other their friends and family members as well as compress and depress the news agencies. Basically, if any country try to be capture the news agency, it means they try to kill the democracy. This basically cleared by the buyer. The buyer also tells us if Indian people that much admired by any political party, it means we also help to kill the democracy in our country. As I already said that the buyer also help us to read the economy section, which is specifically printed by the Alok Joshi. Basically, Alok write down the India is in the fifth largest economy in the world and depress the UK basically. But instead of this, they also mention that the India is also poor country in towards of employment as well as the poor. They are failed to be provide the basic need of Indian people. Beside this, the newspaper also help us to be find a new job because it's a traditional method to be advertised in employments in any state. So this is the best thing which is most important for me as well as for many others.
Okay, let's move towards part 3. Why are children attracted to new things such as electronics?
As far as my knowledge, I think that children doesn't have any sense on what should we buy and what should not, but they usually admire from their look and feel, so they easily try to be buy the things.
Why do some grown ups hate to throw out old things such as clothes?
The thing is that as an India is an old traditional culture, they think that we can use recycle things again and again in future, so they don't try to be throw the thing easily.
Is the way people buy things affected? How?
Yes, as I already said that it is a social media era. People are easily influenced by others and try to buy each and everything without having need. But as they are influenced by others, so they try to prefer buy online.
What do you think influences people to buy new things?
The thing is that, as I already said, the social media era is there. The people are content creator, so they also have to earn their breadwood. So they try. The company attached with them and provide them a free stuff, and they try to influence the people by give a advantage and disadvantage oftenly to the others, and people are easily influenced.
Why are children attracted towards new things?
It's totally depend on the choices of the children, but thing is that they try to copy other basically, so that is why they try to buy new things, admire from the celebrity specifically.
Okay, thank you. This is the end of the section.
Thank you.